I always figured Dad saw me as the afterthought kid. My sister got his vintage Gibson guitar, the one he played in his garage band days. My brother snagged his prized fly rod and reel set, complete with the custom case. Me? He left a dusty old toolbox from his workbench, dented and locked with a padlock that had rusted over. I was 28 when the will was read. My siblings showed up the day after the funeral, buzzing like they'd won the lottery. Sarah strummed a few chords on the guitar right there in the living room, grinning. Jake tested the rod's flex, already planning his next trout trip. Mom just sipped her tea in silence. The toolbox sat ignored on the floor. "What's this junk?" Jake laughed, kicking it lightly. Sarah shrugged. "Family heirloom, I guess." I hauled it to my truck without a word. Dad and I barely talked tools. He was a mechanic by trade, but we'd never fixed anything together. I'd spent years watching him bond with them over music and fishing, feeling like the odd one out. Sarah sold the guitar 6 months later to cover rent. Jake snapped the fly rod on a bad cast during a bachelor party and pawned the reel. The toolbox gathered dust in my basement. I couldn't bring myself to open it. Not until the night before my daughter's first birthday. Sleepless, I grabbed bolt cutters at 3 a.m. and snapped the lock. Inside wasn't wrenches or screwdrivers. No sockets, no pliers, just a bundle of yellowed notebooks tied with twine. 30 of them, one for each year of my life. He'd journaled one entry a year, never shared a page. The first, scribbled on my birth date. Held you today. Tiny hands gripping my finger. You're the piece I didn't know was missing. Words fail me, so I'll save them here. One a year, for when you're ready. I read them straight through. Entries about my first steps. He watched from the window, afraid to jinx it. My school plays he skipped work for but never mentioned. The time I fixed the neighbor's bike and he beamed from afar. The last one dated 2 weeks before his heart attack. Son, the guitar sings loud. The rod casts far. I gave them flash. You build things that last. I love you most. The quiet strength. Wish I could have said it straight. Keep building. I stayed on the basement floor till dawn. Notebooks spread around me like a map of a love I never saw. Never told Sarah or Jake. They'd laugh it off or sell the pages. The guitar's gone. The rod's gone. I have 30 notebooks in that toolbox on my shelf, and my daughter's turning one today. Her first entry's waiting on her nightstand.